You already know this, but it's easier to sell what people want to buy than it is to sell what you want to sell them. Being emotional humans, we tend to overcomplicate everything. It's so much easier when we work with data. Look, what I'm about to share with you works in so many arenas. Today, let's just focus on digital marketing services. I'll go over other markets in other videos. What I find holds people back from putting out offers: fear of failure. You either don't know how to get your offer out in front of ideal targets, or you're not offering things people want to buy. Or maybe you do know who you want to target, but you're not sure how to break the ice. Or maybe it's just time to switch it up. Maybe your offer stale or sounds like everyone else's. Maybe offer something else, something new. The problem with new is you might be afraid it's going to be hard to sell. I don't know about you, but I hate having to try and convince people of stuff. Most of us wish prospects would just come to us. Even better when we get recommended or get a referral. SEO is a way to do it, but that can take a while. Bottom line is, we all want inbound. It's less awkward and definitely easier to start that conversation. One of the fastest things you can do is to create an offer and then run paid ads to it. The paralyzing part is a common fear with running ads. No one wants to waste money. What if we pay for the ad and nobody buys? That sucks. The tighter your budget, the more heartburn you feel when dealing with this issue. What if there was a way to avoid all that? Instead of you creating an offer, then running ads to it, what if you invert this? Find ads others are running and then create similar offers. You can even piggyback on platforms that already do this. While most freelancers poo-poo on sites like Upwork and Fiverr, there is zero denying that those platforms work. They're essential to the small business, freelance, and creator economy. Heck, giant corporations use them too. Know what else? Those sites don't just rely on organic stuff to get the word out. They pay for traffic. Why? They know buyers are looking for help, the same type of help the sellers on their platforms offer. Making that match is a triple win for everyone. Buyers find the help they want, sellers sell their services, everyone makes money. To be clear, I'm not saying you have to list your services on Fiverr and Upwork or any other site like that, although it's not a bad idea. Why not? It's just free lead gen. For the sake of this video, even if you don't decide to use the platform to get leads for your services, how else can you shove money in your pockets with this info? Glad you asked. Use it to get ideas on what other services to offer. What services are people actively searching for? Here are some ideas. Take a look at this trend graph for searches from both Fiverr and Upwork. They've been on an upward trajectory ever since they both got started. Let's take a look at what paid keywords Fiverr advertises for. As you can see from this screenshot, there are at least 12,806 paid keyword search terms the platform is running paid search ads for. According to this resource, they spend at least $69,000 a month to get in-demand eyeballs. What are some of the words the keywords they're paying for? Well, if we simply sort by volume, looks like there are a lot of searches related to logo design stuff. We've got logo design, logo makers, business logo design. I don't get it myself, but clearly there's a lot of demand for logos in the marketplace. How much money do these folks make anyway? Well, according to Google, looks like a logo designer can make roughly $60,000 a year. That ain't the worst thing you can do to make a living. The beats trying to slay dragons and fight sea monsters. What's the typical cost for a logo? According to Vistaprint, folks typically charge anywhere from $300 to $1,300 or more for a good quality logo design. However you measure that. What if you're not into logo designs? What if you're into more written stuff like content or copywriting? Are the platforms paying for ads to bring traffic for stuff like that? According to these resources, it looks like they are. I just entered in the letter COPYWRIT. Looks like there's at least 20 related keywords that Fiverr sees as relevant and worth paying for to get buyers to their site. You've got copywriter, freelancer, copywriter, mentor. I mean, look at that. Maybe you just want to critique folks on their already written copy. Maybe that sounds like an alternative thing you may not have thought of. You got Amazon copywriting listings, all sorts of good stuff. Speaking of Amazon, what else is there? When I think Amazon, I think e-com. When I do a filtered search for e-com, we see there's a whole bunch of different services you may not have thought to offer, especially if you're in that space or we're thinking about getting into it. You've got e-com mentors, again, e-commerce graphic designers, e-commerce websites, ads, and so forth. And look at the competition column. Looks like there are some easy keywords to get some SEO traction for. Speaking of SEO, what else is there? When I filter for SEO, as you might expect, of course there are a ton of SEO related services that the platform is paying for. You've got eBay listing SEO, web designer SEO, Etsy. You've even got folks that want to SEO optimize their Upwork profiles. So guess what? They go to Fiverr and see about hiring folks to help them do that. Amazing. You know, there's also another SEO service so many businesses need. Let's see. You might have already guessed it, but in case you needed a reminder, here it is. There are literally millions of local businesses that need local-based SEO. I just punched in local to see what comes up. And on a side note, I noticed videographers and photographers get some action. What else? We already know logo designers are in high demand, but of course there are other types of designers out there. What other types of designers might be in high demand? Well, according to this filtered search, we've got graphic designers, letterhead designers, floor plan designers. Overall, it looks like there are nearly 2,000 other design-related services you might want to consider looking through that Fiverr is actively paying to draw traffic in for, especially relevant to different types of designers. What else? You know, when I think the word designer, I also tend to think of creators. When I filter for that search, check out all the creator-related searches Fiverr pays for and the things people are looking to have created for them. Look at that. You've got logo creation for YouTube, lots of demand for animated videos, and even family crest creation. Who knew? I had no idea this was still a thing. Anyway, what else is there? After sorting and sifting through keyword search volume, I thought to myself, what's the most expensive digital marketing service keyword Fiverr is actively paying for and buyers actually want to pay to get help with? Turns out, it's setting up LinkedIn company pages. Even though it doesn't get a lot of search volume, take a look at the cost per click. Holy smokes, it's nearly $118 a click for that term. I was floored people pay for that. So what if you can just watch a tutorial on YouTube, which clearly hundreds of thousands of people regularly do? It doesn't matter. It's also something people are willing to pay someone else to do that maybe you never even thought to suggest to offer to the clients you're already helping. Isn't that nuts? What else? Well, there are some other interesting filters you can sort by with this tool, like transactional intent, which are keywords deemed one step away from a sale. These are folks with their wallets out, ready and willing to buy so long as they can find the right human to do the services for them. Another filter is commercial intent. These are probably one more step back from transactional, but still really, really close to giving up that money. Maybe these folks have a question or two before they do. Point is, pause the video, have a look at the type of services people are looking for, and see if it's relevant to you. Speaking of close to buying, this is what I see when I start to filter by the word buy. People want to buy warm leads, logos of course, pre-made websites, hire media buyers, they want to buy code. These are some interesting buy words. All right, look, this is all well and good, but again, what if you don't want to actually offer these services yourself? What else can you do? Well, did you know that Fiverr has an affiliate program? Yeah, me neither, but there it is. Why not sign up and see about pimping out these folks on Fiverr that offer services? And you just get yourself a commish. How much do they pay anyway? If you're pimping out marketplace gigs, you're going to get 25% on first-time buyer orders and then 10% on future buys for at least the next 12 months. But if they order pro services, you get 70% of those orders. That ain't terrible. Speaking of affiliate programs, I wanted to see if this was something Upwork did too. And hot damn, sure enough, they do. While it ain't probably going to buy you your next house, it's still worth noting, and who knows, so long as you make it part of your routine offerings, it might be something worth looking into. Now, why not hit up past customers and see if they might be in need of any of these new services you found? Or maybe they know someone else that does? If so, why not ask for an intro? Or what if you got yourself some affiliate links and shared it with your audience and on social? I wouldn't share it naked and afraid, but instead I'd wrap it in bacon and serve it up that way. What I mean is, put it in a list or a video or wrap it in a story. Blog posts and advertorials do this pretty well. Did that make sense? And by the way, while there are free resources you can use to find some of this ad data, the one I use has a free option, no credit card required. I'll put the link in the description. All you got to do is plug in the URL of the site you want to analyze and have at it. Did you find this useful? Remember, haters are always going to hate, but you don't have to dim your shine to light someone else's candle. The darkness is defeated in our collective light. Check out the description box for more useful stuff. If you want to get in touch with me, ways to do that are there too. Did you find this video useful? If so, please light up that like button. It's a small act from you, but means the world to me. If you don't want to miss more useful content like this, smash subscribe and bing that bell. For even more exclusive content, be sure and join the newsletter. Link is in the description. And now, check out one of these other useful videos.